Just talking? Well, what's the show about? About nothing.
All right. Welcome back to the Strange Noise Podcast, everybody.
What's up, everyone? We missed you guys.
We're back!
We missed you.
Season...
Bring
Bring it back. Call back. We are starting season 6, right?
Holy shit, really?
Am I off?
No, I think you're right.
Season
But
6, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Why did I think
I was just trying to hype it up and
Oh.
feed off your energy. Dude,
Yeah.
Totally just
What did I think it was
I'm
a
sorry.
Cinco? I thought it was a
You made me
Cinco.
question myself.
I thought it was, but...
But yes, welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the break, your time off from us.
Yeah.
That's how we look at it. You guys
Yeah.
really, it was a break from us.
We know you missed us.
Yes.
Yeah. We would have been back sooner, but we all got the Rona.
Oh.
Turns out I got long COVID.
You applied to be a longshoreman and got long COVID.
Yeah, that's it. It's the way fucking the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, it kicked our butt. It had us down for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
there.
dude.
Yeah,
Like fucking almost 2 months.
yeah,
I
back to
think.
back to back. Like Rob thinks he got it, then I had gotten it,
Yeah.
and then Ed got it, and Ed's whole family
Yeah,
still has
everybody
it.
got it. Yes. It was a weird one because it was like I had the flu first.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
That's right.
And
Which is
then-
crazy too.
And I had it for about a week, and then I was like a week off of it, and then COVID. But it was like COVID was nothing. Like it
Compared
was
to the
just
flu, you're just like,
the flu was like, like just down and out,
Yeah.
dude. COVID was like nothing. It was
That's
just like
the old school flu, man.
I kind of felt like I was like, cheating my job a little bit because I was like, I'm out, got
You're like,
COVID.
yeah. I only had probably like 2 days where it was bad. It was just like my throat was on fire and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But after kind of went away, I was good, except for like a lingering cough,
Uh-huh.
like just this random cough that would just come, get me.
That's what I've seen on most people too. A lot of people had that little like, and they couldn't get rid of it. It just kept fucking lingering.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
went away like maybe a week or two ago. Now
Oof.
I'm used to it. I always have a cough because of vaping. I didn't quit vaping when I was
Wow.
when I had COVID either.
Yeah.
maybe vaping helped. Maybe that's what it
Maybe.
was.
Mm.
That you heard it here. That's the cure for COVID.
No,
Gotta start
no.
vaping.
That's what I was gonna do too, but I was being a pussy. I cut everything off. I go old school. When I get sick, I'll just stop doing everything that I was doing. Like I stop smoking weed, I'll stop freaking drinking or whatever I do,
Yeah.
And
Rob acts like if a werewolf is gonna attack him, he just like locks his door, he gets in under his covers, and just
we're
sits there.
fucking boarding up our windows, that old thing. But I got sober for a little while because of it.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh.
I did.
So
Yeah,
then when
like,
you got
like-
high, it was like good. Huh?
yeah, it was really good. It was super cool. Yeah, because I'm back. But yeah, it must have been like
Back,
3
bitches.
weeks, dude.
Oh,
But it was
shit.
a good 3 weeks. I was like,
Hmm.
this is interesting, It felt cool again. And like you said, I was anticipating that moment, when I
Yeah.
come back. I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome again.
Makes you think you gotta like maybe fast for a little bit, every
Yeah.
now and then.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice to do that. And
Nice.
I'll try to tell people once in a while too. I'll be like, do you ever stop? Nah, I never stop.
Never
I've been
stop.
smoking since I was 13.
Been high every day.
Yeah, and I'm like, but you smoke an ounce every day.
That's
If
a lot
you
of-
stopped just for a little while,
Yeah.
you might need to only
Save
smoke a
some money.
joint every day.
Yeah.
Save a little
Who
bit of money.
knows? Just one blunt a day.
Inflation.
I know.
You gotta start saving some money.
Inflation, Yeah, we did stay in a pocket though. I feel I don't think it really got inflated too much because the vape cartridges that I buy, they actually went down in price.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh,
And I
interesting.
think that the flower itself, I've been noticing it's been really affordable.
Yeah,
Really?
flowers like super.
Yeah, I think this is like a dime a dozen now.
Yeah.
There's so many growers out
they're just
there.
giving it away.
Yeah, they
the
really
golden
are.
You get a
age-
nug and you get a nug.
Yeah, it's
It's
been
the
like
golden
that.
age of pot smoking right now.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, because I'd gotten like some really good flour, and I was like, this is like my favorite. I was
Yeah.
like blown away.
Yeah, you're getting some good shit and prices are good.
Yeah.
And you're not having to do any shady deals anymore. Like,
Yeah.
Quick
yeah.
side tangent. That's like why it blows my mind. Where like people that are still like in jail for
Yeah.
like marijuana possession,
dude, that sucks.
and they're
fucked
like,
up. That
we're
shouldn't
running
be-
around like, look what I
Hey,
got. Like,
guys.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It
It's
is
a
fucked
slap in the face, man.
yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully those guys aren't being like caught in that vicious cycle where they end up like getting caught in like a prison riot,
Yeah,
more time added on.
That's what
you know?
sucks.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's really what fucks them,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
You
went in
built,
for
you beat
that.
your celly, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or you choked them out with your fucking bed sheet. What do you think's gonna happen?
you messed up my ramen.
You messed up my spread.
Yeah.
You fucking fucked it up, man. You
Oh.
put too much chile and not enough mayo.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But
What do I know about spread recipes?
speaking of fuck ups, let's talk about MGK.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Let's go right into it.
Quick, we're going right into the jab. Which, by the way, we did notice, you guys, that you guys like when we talk shit on MGK. So here goes a little more for you.
Yeah.
and just to let you know, we don't mind it.
We don't mind it
Yeah,
at
we
all.
don't mind it.
We don't like Jim- I don't like MGK.
But he did drop a new track recently, called "Emo Girl,"
God.
featuring Willow, aka Willow Smith. My first reaction was cringe, just
Yeah.
cringe, straight cringe.
Yeah.
You can
And-
feel the poser coming off of it.
Yeah, like, and literally, you know what? I thought about this. MGK is a living version of that meme with Steve Buscemi, where he's holding the skateboard and he's like, "Hey kids."
yeah.
Yeah. Trying to fit in.
Yeah.
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 And he's like the cross-eyed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that.
But yeah, I wasn't digging it with his voice. I don't like his voice, period. Like, the song isn't bad.
Yeah.
The sonically, the song isn't bad. And like
Yeah.
I told you guys, for me, when Willow comes in, I'm like, oh, this kind of fits. Like, it feels like it could be a Willow song, and I'll be okay with it.
It does feel like it's more of a Willow song.
But his voice, I don't.
It's like just too cookie cutter pop punk.
Yeah.
And I know that's what that is, but like some people could do it good, you know?
Some people can.
Like
Yeah.
Big Way 2, they can do it. That's their shit.
Yep.
They do it.
Yep. MXPX, I feel, still
Yep,
does it
that's
really
their-
well.
just right in that, yeah,
Yep.
that pocket.
It just feels fake coming from MGK.
It does.
And yeah, we mentioned it before. Like, that's kind of what, Rob, your big quarrel was, him coming to the pop
Yeah.
punk scene as it is. You felt like it was just kind of, he was saying he was one thing and now he's another thing. So like
Yep.
the poserness feels a little more
Yeah.
there.
In the streets, you might call a person like this a hood hopper, where they once claimed one area and then they
Yeah.
just bounced and started claiming maybe a rival area, which is the worst thing you could do in the
Ooh.
streets. You
Yeah.
know, these are polar opposites, mind you. You know,
Yeah.
you've got hip street like fucking rapping, which is what he was doing, and then pop punk on the fucking polar opposite, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it seems wild.
The thing is, I can't be mad at him. He's just making money, and he's
Look,
continually making. I'm not hating
we're
on
talking-
his,
yeah,
we're
look
not
at-
hating on that game. He's doing
No.
it well.
Absolutely. I won't
Yeah.
hate on anyone's gimmick or game or whatever because you thought of it and I didn't. I don't mind that. I can't hate those things, but
Yeah.
as a person who has an opinion, I could fucking hate the song
Yeah,
all I
exactly.
want because I don't personally like it. Has nothing to do with any of our listeners or any
Yeah.
of you out there. You can love it.
If
You can
dig
fucking blast it every day.
that's your jam. Go
That
for
is
it.
your jam. Yeah, you
Sure,
can.
there's tons of music we listen
Yeah.
to that you
Yeah.
guys hate.
That's the beauty of this fucking world, you
Yeah.
know. And I can clown on it all I want, you know. And that's the beauty.
That's
of
what we're
it.
gonna do.
And that's what we're gonna do.
I legit felt like the song. All right, back to the music. The song, like, there's a way to do pop punk, right?
Mhm.
And they just took like the bare bones of pop punk and
Yeah.
did it, and didn't add any flair on it. I don't think, other than when Willow comes in. Just
Yeah,
because that's a different sonic, it takes you out sonically and puts you in another perspective.
Yeah.
Whereas MGK was just like trying to do like that pop punk voice, but
Yeah.
in every song I listen to it, I just don't like it from him. You know,
And she's guest starring. Featured. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I was looking for the word. I'm like, fuck, where is it? She's featured on his song, right? It's not the other way around.
yeah.
that's his
okay.
song. Mhm.
Okay. I feel like if he was featured on something she did, that might be a better marriage where we get less of him but more
Yeah.
of her.
Ah,
Because she's
yes.
got way more. She's got way better rhythm.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Way
Yeah,
better.
you could tell in the whole
Her
cadence,
cadence,
of
yep.
the vocal line. It was like it felt like a little bit more legit coming from her.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You know what I've noticed this with MGK songs is like I tend to like the other singer in it more. Like
Yeah.
that one he did with Halsey. Like I love when Halsey comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
sounds awesome. This one when Willow comes in, it sounds great.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like his voice. I don't think he has a good singing voice.
I don't think so either.
Like he has a great voice for if he wants to do like that, the like kind of trap emo stuff. Like
Yeah.
I think he
Mhm.
can work
I
more
think
with
I got a
that.
song like that to show you guys. You guys will hear it too.
Of MGK?
Not of MGK, but like that
Oh,
trap.
okay.
emo hip.
Only one MGK song per
Yeah,
episode.
no,
Please.
Not even per episode, per like we gotta spend it out.
Yeah. Like
Per
once
season.
a month.
Per
Yeah, once a
season.
season. There you go.
Season.
There you go. That's even better for me. If I'll tell you the truth. Fuck. The least he's in my head, the better.
But I think you're right. I think it feels like it's like that try hard type thing. Like it doesn't feel
Yeah.
genuine. Like even with I think we mentioned off camera before we started rolling, but like Willow's like kind of changing her musical styles too right now.
Yeah, she's developing.
But it feels like it's just a young person trying to find their voice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where with MGK, it feels like he's trying to strike the next thing that's going to make like the next pot of gold or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, he should really change. He should name the next album called Emo at 30 or something like that. You know, a little more truthful and lets you know kind of where he's at. You know, and it's like, how are you so emo at 30? You know, like
you're right. Like that's another thing. Like the lyrical content seems disingenuous. Like it seems like if you're gonna be like emo or whatever, like write what still emotionally affects you at a 30-year-old. You know, like talk about having issues with your kids or whatever. Because he is a father. He could totally throw that in there.
Yep.
But you're right. Like that part of it seems like he's just phoning in all these things. Like he's like, this is popular. This is popular. This is popular. Throw that all in.
Yeah, was he talking about like an emo girl sucking dick? And it's like,
and do you really have to like, it's like that moment on the movie Almost Famous where the young writer Will is asking Russell Hammond from Stillwater. He's like, do you have to be in love to write a love song? Do you have to be sad to write a sad song? Like, what are these things? Like, do you have to get in that headspace to write a teeny bop song, pop song? Like, do you have to degrade yourself is what I'm saying and go backwards? And you've already worked through all the teenage angst.
Yeah.
You've worked through the emotions and the struggle of being a teenager, trying to find your identity just as a single person on this earth. And then at 30 be like, I can't believe it, Mom. You didn't let me go out that night with my brothers and this and that. And my girlfriend is always fucking calling and mad and crying. Like,
playing the Sega Genesis.
What is this?
Yeah.
That's why to me it seemed, disingenuine and it just seemed fake, for what it's worth. I've heard him say so many other things in his rap songs, which I liked before. I had to keep saying that because I don't want it to sound like I just don't like the guy in general. Like even his acting, I don't hate it at all.
Yeah, I had really liked his part in the Motley Crue movie when he played Tommy Lee.
Yeah, Tommy Lee. Yeah.
He
I
did
only
really
see the
good.
first part of it when he was eating that girl's pussy in the first scene. That was really interesting to me. And I was like, I got to finish watching this. And then shortly after, I cut it off and then I never came back. But
I know
do
why
gotta
you
finish
cut it
that.
off shortly after.
So my kids walked in. Yeah.
I was watching the news.
So you think Mo? It's not. It's Netflix.
I'm done.
But you're right. Like, there's something I think. Finn McKenty from the Punk Rock NBA. He said it seems so weird for a guy in his 30s to now find his emo phase.
Yeah.
Like it just feels weird. Like guys that were like,
we live this emo life.
we're the gatekeepers. You can't be here. But there's something like it just feels like you're right. Like the idea of like hood hopping, where it's like, oh, you wanted to be part of this, now you're part of this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it just really does come off the idea like, oh, you're looking for a cash grab. It doesn't seem. It's not your tribe.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to like kind of use it for whatever, financial gain.
If he could have done it in a way of like, have you guys heard of Suko?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he could have done it in that way where it's like hip hop, but then also like pop punk and rock and blend those genres together.
Yeah.
Which he does really well.
Excuse me.
That could have worked, You
know what?
That's a good thought.
He does have like some songs that are kind of trap-ish hip hop, but like there's just like back to the idea, like it doesn't feel genuine coming from. And I think like a lot of the things, like for me, like the past incidents, like where he's saying that like his celebrity crush is like Kylie Jenner when she was underage, and then him like making these comments
doubling
about
down on it. Yeah, it's like she's young. I don't care.
Yeah,
it's like okay.
Maybe his like growth was stunted at some point, and he's psychologically trapped in like a 15-year-old's headspace.
Maybe M went too hard on
I was just gonna say that.
Maybe M just killed him too hard, bro. I don't know.
Maybe.
M just shoved it down his throat and it just stunted his growth.
Go back, bro. Maybe. You ain't about this life.
I did read something on it was an interview with NME, and he had went on record stating something because they were talking to him about this whole transition into pop punk from the rap scene, and he had said something about, he mentioned Andre 3000, about Andre saying, which I've heard too, Andre went on record saying that I think I said on the podcast, he said something to the effect that I don't want to pretend that I'm young by staying in the game, because there's a certain time where, especially in the hip hop game, Andre felt he gets, you're too old. It's a young man's game, basically, is what he was saying.
Okay.
He was saying it was a young man's game. MGK quoted that. He quoted that to NME. He said, well, rap is a young man's game. I do want to quote Andre 3000, there's a certain point where maybe I've said too much, but then I'm going to go and say fucking shit that I was feeling when I was 15, or now I'm going to make pop punk where you're drawing from a certain space, that's where pop punk lives.
Yeah.
It lives in a headspace that's a little more adolescent. It's gone through its trials and tribulations of just the world. And I don't know how this works yet. And I don't know how love works. And can I just get my mom's keys tonight so I can freaking go out with my friends, because that's all I want to do. And it lives there. And I feel like what you were saying, because I know I'm saying a lot, but I like what you said about the music. I think pop punk, when it was growing, the idea was to make it better, or to add your flair to it, not just use that textbook like what you were saying. He just uses the cookie cutter textbook. These are the chords. You never stray from them.
Yeah.
And the voice
even
is
the style of
same.
his playing, you could totally tell, like when Tom DeLonge is playing the guitar, or someone in that's really, that's their backbone, is that pop punk style. You could tell when they're playing that way. And him is just like, sounds like someone programmed it for him.
Do you know if he's actually writing the music?
I don't know that. That's what, I know he's not doing the drums.
Writing together. I mean, or all over, or in a whole, what is he writing? I want to know this.
Mm-hmm.
With like that, I know
lyrics, song, music.
I know he plays the guitar, but
I know he plays. Yeah, I don't know if he writes it, and I know he works a lot with Travis Barker, so I don't know if Travis is writing some of these songs.
Sure. Because like I've seen him live guitar playing, and he sucks.
Oh, dude, it's funny.
He sucks. So I can't imagine him writing.
Yeah.
These songs.
Yeah, there. What is it? One of the YouTubers, the guy who, one of the YouTube guitarists, he kind of like, he's like, oh, let's fix, MGK solo, and he like shows like how
that
he's
whole solo was so bad.
That's awesome.
You gotta watch that.
But yeah, you're right. Like I think even the young kids that are just coming into pop punk right now are doing something different with it, like the Suko kid, or like even like Jaden, the other guy that's with Travis Barker.
Yeah,
like they're doing something that feels different.
Yep.
And MGK feels like he's just doing warmed over riffs, and he's not really putting a different spin on it, and it doesn't feel and at the end of the day it doesn't feel authentic. So
not at all. And to me, it's like, is there an ulterior motive here? I know you mentioned it you might have mentioned it with the Kylie Jenner comment.
Oh,
he was focused on Kylie Jenner when she was, not even of age. And this music kind of pertains to, or it appeals to a particular audience, the demographic that is a certain age as well, which might, quote unquote, be that same age, 17 and
Willow,
under.
if you're out there, just wink a couple of times if he's doing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. I really think it's a cash grab type thing.
Yeah, for sure.
If he really does like love pop punk or is in the rock scene, we will see if he ends up making any growth on his next albums. If he does, if he's doing the same freaking,
if he's just hood hopping, genre hopping, then he's just doing it at the moment.
We'll see what's next. Maybe he'll infiltrate Steve Aoki's space next
time.
And then I really want to hear, what I haven't done is gone to hear what other people are saying about this transition, from hip hop to pop. So that's the one thing that I haven't covered yet.
That'd be a good thing to look into.
So definitely let's do that, and then we'll reconvene and talk about this again. And
next season.
Yes, we can't bring up more.
Yeah, we already gave this guy like
that's it.
15 minutes. That's too much.
The first episode too.
That's too much. Let's go.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask is emo becoming the new 80s night? Like, is it the new nostalgia, like, selling point?
It seems like it.
I think you said it best off camera. It's the end of eras.
Oh, you're right.
Coming down to that, yeah.
I say so much good stuff, I just forget.
I know. It's becoming one of those eras where it's like how we would go to 80s nights or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what we are becoming now.
And it's looking like it's probably one of the last eras in music.
Exactly, yeah.
Because of like because of streaming, because of how kids discover music, the music they're listening to, and how it spans decades, where like you have kids that are listening to the new like, Justin Bieber or the new TikTok star, and then they're also listening to freaking like Elton John and Queen, you know?
I just had a revelation.
What's up?
I just had a revelation. We were talking about this off the mic and we didn't have this revelation, but I do believe right now I'm changing my opinion. And you haven't heard my original, but I do believe that the TikTok short song will be an era itself. That will be looked at back 20 years from now as an era. That itself, because that's something that's like happening right now. It's forming. It's something you guys are all experiencing. And these aren't complete songs, you know?
Yeah.
It's a short jingle type of
The verse and a hook, and then
that's it, you know, it's in and out, 30 seconds, and 30 seconds to Mars.
they had it right all along.
They
had it right.
Maybe
They
they
come back
Oh.
and write 30 seconds.
That's what they should do. They really should
Yep.
profit on that.
They just dropped the 2 Mars, and we're just 30 seconds now.
Yeah.
Just 30 seconds. Yeah.
But that may be looked at later on as an era of, you know, those short tunes.
I think
possible, man.
I think you're onto something because we were talking about off mic the one band that to kind of put a middle finger to the algorithm released a 30
Oh yeah.
a 30 for 30 or 30 under 30 or something like that.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
an album of 30 songs that were all 30 seconds or less. Because
That's also cool too.
because of the way the streaming algorithm works. If you guys know, like once your song hits 30 seconds, that's considered a play. So in their head, they're like, oh, well, we're writing entire songs, you know, and longer songs too. I think they're normally write like 4 or 5 minute songs,
Ooh, yeah.
and you're only getting paid technically for 30 seconds. So they're like, well, let's write 30-second songs.
Yeah.
And I think once, or because of the way the algorithm works and how the way people's attention span works, that TikTok thing will kind of influence music writing for a bit. People are gonna write like, oh, you know, I only like, you know, the first verse, a hook, and a sing-along chorus. I don't care much for the rest of the song. That's the only part I'm gonna write.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, we know that Drake was also kind of manicuring his latest album around TikTok to make a hit for that.
The idea that things could go viral.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for that viral essence. It's so wild, man. But back to the era thing. Because I know that we were talking about the emo, and then you got emo night, which is like the new,
Oh yeah, the new 80s,
the new
night.
space
Yeah.
for that. You know, the new 80s night. Yeah, it's like the new space for this whole emo throwback nostalgia. You know, to kind of think back at it. And it's funny because I did go to a Thursday show over the weekend, and it was a great fucking show, dude. Yeah, great freaking show. And the moment that they started the set, it just I got hit with this overwhelming like nostalgic feeling, and I felt like kind of like I was home. It was this really interesting effect that it had on me. I've seen Thursday so many times, and I've seen them like in when I felt was like the prime of their, you know, their age, you know, their music age. They've already fucking hit like a War All the Time album, Full Collapse album. There was a huge moment for them, you know, where they just spiked and surged. And even then, I didn't feel what I felt this weekend. And maybe it's because time passed, but
Yeah.
dude, it was so overwhelming. And there was even a point in the middle of the set where Jeff, the singer from Thursday, he was walking, actually has a broken ankle.
Oh, I just see them post a thing about it. He had to go see a like orthopedic surgeon, so they postponed their No Devotion tour, his other band.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense.
Mm.
And he was rolling around on one of those like little like knee scooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one where you just got like for your knee only.
That's
And man,
Those
he
are
rolled out
funny.
on it, and he had like flowers on the front of it, like a little bouquet to kind of dress it up.
yeah.
And
yeah.
it looked cool. That was almost kind of like a hint or like a nod towards like Morrissey, who used to like throw like tulips out at freaking
Yeah.
Smith's shows, which was really cool. But so kind of like had like a nod towards that. I mean, a few of us were kind of like, you know, intrigued by it. And then he ended up ditching the bouquet at some point, but he put on a great show. And
Even on the little scooter.
even on
thing.
the little scooter, killed it, man. Didn't like lose a beat at all. And at some point in the middle of the show, they all the members of the band left the stage except for Tucker, the drummer, and Jeff.
Hmm.
And they performed the song is brought to you by Falling Bomb,
Ooh.
which was, I mean, I can't even tell you guys. If you guys know Thursday,
That's a good
it's a
song.
very slow song, and it's a very good song.
Wait, so Tucker played the piano part?
He had a thing next to
Oh,
him,
okay.
They'll play a trigger.
Okay.
That's what I think it was.
Like trigger the
Yeah.
sound. Yeah.
That's what it was.
If you guys don't know that song, it's a piano type ballad. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, who usually which would be hit up by Andrew Everding, the Andrew, just
Yeah,
Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah.
The synth guy.
Yeah,
The
the
synth
synth
dude.
guy. The synth guy. He used to play
Andy,
with
as
them.
we call him. No,
Yeah. So the band is, minus him and Tom, I think, are both not in the band right now. But anyways, dude, it was a really emotional moment, man. I had just like drank and like took a hit of like my vape pen, and so I wasn't tripping or anything,
Yeah.
'cause I know I mentioned the story to you guys. Like I wasn't on shrooms or E
Yeah, you
or
were.
Anything.
anything at the moment, but dude, I was overwhelmed with emotions, man.
Ooh.
I couldn't even like control it, dude. I just started crying and like I'm sweating at the same time, and like I'm thinking like, oh my god, I'm a hot mess. Like, how is this fucking possible right now? Like what is this that's happening? Although I do know there's other stuff that's at play in my psyche, but
I'm picturing Rob as the Kevin Hart meme where he's like holding his mouth and like stretching out his hand, crying.
it was I was a hot mess for a moment,
You had
and
to
then I'm
s-
thinking like, I gotta clean it up,
Clean it up,
yeah,
no!
my face is literally just a wet puddle of mess now, and I'm like, I got this sweater that I just bought from the show, I started fucking like sopping
I'm
it
gonna wash
all
this.
up, yeah. I avoided looking around too, because I don't, you just think that people are looking, although
Everybody's
no one
crying
could
with
fucking
you,
care.
bro.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
everyone could care less,
Yeah.
but really, I'm just like, oh my god, and it was a great fucking show and really nostalgic. It just hit, so this whole like era nostalgia is so alive, and they played the best hits, mind you, or I should
Yeah.
say, I should add that they just played their greatest hits only, which kind of played into this whole nostalgic feel.
Just that they knew the crowd that was coming out, so they're like, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna play the hits.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
hit it right on the head, and it just like freaking struck a chord with you.
They did.
And it was like brought back nostalgia and just
all of it.
Ooh,
A wave came rushing over
You
me.
got the Holy Ghost at a Thursday show.
Yeah,
bro.
I did. I
Got
did. I
baptized,
so
dude.
did, man. I really did. It was wild.
Did you?
It did. I was fucking absolutely fucking vibing. And there was a moment too where Jeff was saying, okay, thank you for your listenership all these years, everyone that's been with us since the beginning.
Yeah.
And for those of you who may have found us at an emo night, or you're for the first time and you heard this song, which they ended up playing Understanding in a Car Crash, which is probably like their, I guess, most
One of their
popular
biggest,
song, more commercial success, I guess.
You could
Not
argue
commercial,
probably-
but
'cause Signals Over the Air.
it's more their commercial.
Yeah, it was their
maybe.
first.
But I feel like Understanding the Car Crash is like the fan song. That's
Yeah,
like,
that is the fan song.
Yeah.
that's the true fan song.
That's
Yeah.
their quintessential sound right there.
because that's probably how a
And I
lot of
think
people
what,
found
like
them.
War All the Time got big too, right? Popular.
Oh, dude, I
yeah.
love that song. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
So
But
good. So
to your
good.
point, maybe the idea, because if you think about it, like so many people are cashing in on like the emo thing right now.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
we just saw, the When We Were Young Fest. They posted the lineup and
wild, so
sold
wild.
out like so quick. They added 2 more shows and
I
they
can't
sold
believe it.
out.
Yeah,
Dude, they with what's his Matt Cutshall is doing
Yeah.
his Emo's Not Dead cruise.
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
which
super
Thur-
cool too.
Thursday is playing well
Yeah,
as well. Dude, they hooked us with that. We're going to that one.
No, all right.
But
That's
Are you going
awesome.
to Rome?
No,
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna be.
no,
able to go, yeah.
unfortunately not. But I do want to go, and
we have to sell blood and semen to
yeah.
freaking.
I'm
Gotcha.
hoping that we get some more traction with these shows that we're going to be putting out, these next episodes,
And
and
they do like smaller
maybe we'll get
scale
invited.
ones.
Oh,
Maybe we'll get invited.
Yeah,
Maybe someone
yeah.
out there will be like, "You guys do need to go."
We'll do a podcast
And
on
we'll
the
color- yeah.
cruise. But dude, so many people
possible.
You guys pay for?
dude, so many people are cashing in on like the emo phase, the emo culture
Yeah.
because of I think what you were talking about. Like we are older and we had such a connection to that music. Like it wasn't just
Oh yeah,
like, dads listening to whatever was on the radio. Like we were invested in this
Yeah.
kind of culture of music. Like
I
we-
100% feel that way.
we researched these bands, we went to their shows, we saw, we learned who they were.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so we grew up, and now like not only that, but now we have disposable income.
Yeah.
So people
yeah.
are like, hey, let's put all this out there. Just like, 80s night, like people, that got older with, that loved freaking The Cure and Morrissey and, New Order.
Yeah.
Like, so I think this era is why I feel like
it's really all you hear at 80s night.
You just named the fucking whole set list right there. That's everything you're gonna hear at 80s night.
80s night. That's all you really hear. Cure, Morrissey, and New Order, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, because
Dude.
like I was telling you, I saw an Instagram ad for a band that does nothing but like emo covers, and I was like, I would probably go to see that.
Yeah.
Like if they play decent covers, I probably.
I mean, how many times have we get to go see a fucking a Smith tribute band? What are they called again? I forgot.
Oh,
Sweet and Tender Hooligans.
Sweet and Tender
Yeah.
Hooligans.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
dude, and how many times were we like, you
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's the next best thing. And it's a fraction of the cost and it's way more availability.
Yeah.
Like way more uptime than downtime.
yeah,
And he pays his homage to Morrissey, bro.
Oh, the
Yeah.
most. And
Yeah.
that's what I like. And
Yeah.
that's like circling back. This is a great conversation because it's circling back to having so much invested
Yeah.
into a
Mm.
band opposed to just, finding them on the radio, only knowing one of their greatest hits,
Yeah.
Like I do feel that Thursday is like my band, I've
Yeah.
always felt like, man, I have so much invested in them, so much like sweat equity, going to the shows and sweating for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like we fucking put in work,
you have them on your arm.
have them on my arm.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you have so much love for them. And that's the difference, And I like that people are also like that with other bands too. You guys out there, the bands that you guys like, I hope you guys support them. And
especially
go to
in this time.
shows.
I mean, there's so many ways to support your bands now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
streaming, buying their merch,
Always buy the merch.
Yeah.
Always buy. That's like one of the best ways you can support a band. They get some of the most proceeds from that, opposed to selling records. They get very little. So
Yeah.
The reason we're bringing this up because to support your favorite podcast, we have.
Not on Instagram shirts.
we got stickers and stuff.
Oh, yeah, we
and,
do.
We've got hats coming in.
But
No.
to wrap this up, I wanted to ask you guys, as fans of this era of this, era of music, even though we listen to other stuff, we've grown onto other things. Like, what do you feel about like people coming in and feeling like they're cashing in on like this scene? Like when I saw that lineup for like the When We Were Young Fest, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Two, I'm like, this is kind of weird. Like,
It's
like-
weird because it's the scene when we were in it was founded, by people like us, and it was just like our baby bringing it up,
Yeah.
and now it's like it's just popular, and it's like it went so far, and now it's always seems a little weird when like you see these big massive things
like
or
a festival.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird because it was always just like, all right, we're going to the show in the hole in the wall venue,
Right.
and it's
$12
Way more
tickets.
underground. Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
more very low value, like not value, but like we didn't have high production, like, events going
Yeah.
on. You just like you said, a
Just
hole in the wall venue.
Yeah, yep.
It had stage and sound.
Yeah.
And
And
it didn't even sound good,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you went to chain,
But
that.
Oh, God,
I'm,
yes.
I'm cool with seeing it get bigger and like boom, it brings
Oh,
all these
yeah.
events together.
You know what? Like
I like keeping it alive.
Yeah,
I kind of felt like the same way, like the idea of keeping all this alive. Like now, like bands like Thursday, they're getting streaming revenue probably.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
able to do this where like I'm sure at a point where like they weren't touring or releasing stuff and they probably weren't
Yeah.
able to make ends meet. Now they're probably making decent, maybe from merch or streaming or something like that.
Very true.
It's kind of cool to think about that, see
Yeah.
that side of it.
I do like that. And hopefully it does keep them motivated to keep playing and keep, writing.
yeah.
That'd
See
be
what else they
amazing.
got to offer.
Heck yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we'll judge them for it.
Yeah.
As long as they don't collab with MGK.
Yeah. Please don't.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh no,
Oh,
no,
no,
we're
no,
not.
no,
No,
shut up.
no,
No.
we're bringing him up in another topic.
No.
But
Knock on wood.
from there we'll head to our next break,
Yeah, let's do it.
and we'll be right back.
We should do this for fun. We should have an episode one day, and please let us know if you think this is a good idea. Label genres to things, like we'll each bring a song to each other that
Okay,
we
cool.
think may be hard to like label,
And
each of us
I
will try
like
to
that.
label that.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
I don't really care if you guys don't like that one. I'm good.
No.
I like that one.
We're gonna do it. Start
I
a
like
podcast.
it. My show, our show.
Yeah.
We do what we want here.
But from there, we will talk about the best Super Bowl halftime show
Yep,
there
that was
ever
pretty
was.
The best there is,
I
the
don't know.
best
There
there
was,
was,
the
and the
best-
best there ever will be.
Janet nipple slip. That's hard to beat.
Oh,
that
that was
one,
cool. Yeah, that was really cool.
That's
maybe,
like-
maybe Mary J should have.
Yeah.
Like, whoop.
But they would have caught it though now, because that they got the delay
Is there
now.
a delay?
Yeah.
That was before the delay.
I don't know, man. I feel like they planned that one. I feel
That
like
might have been a planned one.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Super Bowl ratings like went up after that. I think
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just kept getting more viewership, hoping for more nipple slips.
We still talk about it to this day.
We
I
do,
know.
yeah.
We did have the nipple slip. What was it, 2 years ago or something? What is Maroon 5 played? Adam Levine took off his shirt.
Oh yeah, that was a good nipple slip too.
But yes, if you guys didn't catch it, this Super Bowl halftime show included legends Dr. Dre,
Mm-hmm.
Snoop Dogg,
Yep.
Mary J. Blige, Eminem,
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Lamar,
Yep.
and 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Biddy.
Yep, yep.
50.
50. Dropped down looking like $1.
Oh, dude.
Damn.
Bro, I was like, why is he hanging upside down? That looks so uncomfortable.
Dude, I think honestly,
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't
Oh, I
seen it.
forgot,
I haven't
yeah.
seen it. Yeah.
Bro, he was hanging upside down rapping.
like you did in the
Upside down.
Like he did in the video, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But
upside down.
I wonder if that was his idea, or if he was like opposed to it. Like, oh no, you guys.
I can't breathe when I'm
Yeah.
The thing is, he doesn't look like he.
Like, I got vertigo now.
Because I've seen him in like the show he was in. What was it called? Billionaires?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in that show, he looked like nice fit and stuff.
I think it was a unflattering angle.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
what
they-
because when he
they-
would flip back over and he was right, he just looked
That's what he was saying
Yeah.
after. He's like, no, it's an unflattering angle, guys. I promise. I'm not fucking washed up.
I don't need to be sponsored by Jenny Craig or something.
Yeah,
Weight Watchers.
All the calls came in, just flooding in.
50, we got something for you.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna call it 50 calories, 50 days.
Yeah. If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
And he just keeps pointing.
No, but it was a good show.
Oh, dude.
Like everything, it was cool.
I felt the recipe was right.
Yeah.
Leading up to it, although I didn't get to watch it and enjoy it, I thought this is going to be cool. Like, I
Yeah.
like who they've got doing it. It seems crazy. It's like a powerhouse, like group
Oh,
of
yeah,
people.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the idea of like having like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, LA, natives,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kendrick too.
LA
Got-
royalty.
yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much Godfather's of West Coast hip hop.
Yeah.
for sure.
And
Without doubt.
and the young legend and Kendrick,
Yep.
leading the way
Yeah.
for West Coast.
The new generation holding it down.
But dude, just like the last topic, like we were talking about nostalgia, like this one just felt like super like they're just pushing towards the nostalgia crowd because
Mm-hmm.
it was funny. I watched all the memes. There's like people in the age of 50. They're like, oh, that Super Bowl halftime sucked. People under the age of 30. Who are these people? People in between. They're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because like everybody like started like as soon as we watched it, like everybody was singing the song.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's super cool.
It was like due time, just because the NFL and hip hop have such a background.
Oh yeah.
It was like, why have they never done this before? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember what was the last like hip hop artist that
I
actually
don't think I've
did
ever.
the halftime show.
Did Eminem ever do the hip hop? The hip hop
Nah.
halftime show?
Jay-Z did it, right? Jay-Z didn't he come out with Beyonce? Maybe.
I don't recall.
I think it might have been a more Beyonce one, and he just did a
Yeah.
little feature.
Which is kind of interesting. I've always felt weird about those things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you guys have felt, but in the past, I thought like, oh, JT and Janet Jackson, like how many people that are attending really like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
group of people, or that demographic. And then you've got like a Lady Gaga.
Oh,
And I'm like, Powerhouse, no problem. I believe this, but for the Super Bowl,
maybe the
like,
wrong audience. Maybe
yeah,
wrong,
it always
wrong demographic.
it never felt like the right connection
Yeah.
for music. I've always felt that way. Always like the pulse is just like, fingers off the pulse, just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, they like had
slightly.
Coldplay one year too.
Coldplay one
Yeah.
year too, yeah. See, Prince is the exception because
Prince
Prince
is-
can just exist anywhere, much like Snoop Dogg,
Mm.
Yeah.
anywhere. Rest in peace. I was gonna go with this. All of a sudden, I'm like a fucking old priest, like delivering fucking blessings to the people. But yeah, rest in peace.
That's how you.
No, his
Get
stands
into
for
that
Rest in
Asia.
Purple.
Rest in
in
purple.
purple.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
good, dude. That's a T-shirt, man. People need
I'm
that.
gonna make that one.
People need that out there.
Cut it right.
Cut that. But yeah, dude, he could do it, and he did it. I love that
Yeah.
fucking halftime show. That was a good one, dude.
Yep.
It was actually raining. You couldn't write this any
Yeah.
better. It literally rained that day
During Purple Rain.
while he was playing Purple Rain,
Yeah.
and it was just, it looked, because of the lighting, purple. It was
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal. Even the people that set up the show, set up the Super Bowl for the entertainment, they were like, you can't write this. It
Nope.
happened so perfect. Prince had no problem playing in the rain and just going on with the show.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
We all know
Showmanship.
who God's favorite musician is now, with or this flying spaghetti monster, whoever you believe in. But
Oh, yeah. The flying spaghetti one. Whatever deity you
Yeah, whatever.
choose to believe in.
they love Prince the most because they made
Yes.
it rain that day.
They made
Yes.
it rain that day. Awesome. So cool. But I'm sad that I missed these guys. It did sound cool. I do have to go back and watch it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
go
like
back
only
and
like
enjoy it.
10 minutes long. Their set, at least, right?
Well, this halftime show is 30 minutes, but each individual art, if you break it up, like they had a little
Yeah.
section of
Okay.
it, because it is a slightly longer halftime.
Okay,
for the Super
cool.
Bowl. So
But
they
it was
did
cool
show.
that the whole
Entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
the whole set looked
Exactly.
like one of the streets on Compton. They had Tam's Burger up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything
you're
that.
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
Tams?
Yeah.
Whoa.
OG Tams.
Yeah. I used to love a Tams.
I'm surprised they didn't have like a Roscoe's, chicken and waffles thing, because especially since Snoop Dogg owns, doesn't he have a stake in it, or he
I think
owns
so,
one?
but like the Tams is just like right there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
gonna
true.
be like a street.
A steak
bro.
rate's all chicken.
Yeah.
Nobody's got no steaks in fucking Roscoe's. Get out of here with that damn shit. Fucking love my Roscoe's chicken. These waffles are bomb too.
Dude, they
Thin
are
ass
so
waffles,
good,
but they're
bro.
so good.
And- but they're
Ooh,
That
huge.
fucking batter they do is something.
Dude,
I don't
yeah.
know, man.
And you gotta get the chicken with the gravy on it. Is that how you get it?
Oh,
I'm not
absolutely.
sure. I don't think I had the
Absolute.
standard plate when I went. Just the
Yeah, you gotta
normal-
get the
Oh,
gravy.
okay. You gotta
bro.
go
Chicken.
all in.
You gotta go all in.
Yeah,
You're
get all your
just
chips
ready
and just push
to
them.
walk out and drop dead right there. That's how you
Yeah,
go.
that's it. It's a
Went
heart
straight
attack
to the
meal.
ER.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
even got like some what is it? A liver plate there too.
Ooh,
Whoa,
I don't know
liver.
about
I don't know
that.
if I'll touch that either.
Yeah.
It's good
I'll
for
stick
you.
to the chicken. It's called Roscoe's
Hold on.
fucking
All right,
chicken
so
and waffles.
this is super-
Not
Yeah.
Roscoe's liver and waffles.
This is a tangent, but they serve liver there, right? Which is a super healthy meaty, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
You know what they do? They fucking deep fry it.
Oh, that's
Doesn't
how
matter.
you just,
yeah.
you just make it so much better when you deep fry it.
That was made by the same people who are like, how do we make broccoli better? Cheese and bacon.
Ah.
Yeah, cheese and bacon, yeah.
That's right, man. And then we're gonna fucking cover that with the fucking deep friable outer layer, and we're gonna dip those motherfuckers and fry those too.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Little
that's
hush
like freaking
puppies.
deep fried ice cream. Have you
Yeah.
guys had it? Oh, dude, I
Yeah,
love
it's
deep-
wild.
Yeah,
I've
That's
never
the shit
had
that blows
that.
your mind.
yeah,
Is it
dude.
good?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. They
Alright.
basically like get a ball of ice cream, put like cornflakes or something on the outside,
Yeah.
and deep fry that.
Yeah, it's wild.
I want some more fruity pebbles.
It's
That's
pretty
not
cool.
bad. A food truck that just does a whole bunch of different deep fried ice creams,
Oh, that's awesome.
different cereals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. Yo, dude, do it.
Yeah, cut
Strange
that for
ice cream
sure.
truck.
But yeah, this is probably
Yeah, that sounds kind of creepy too.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool.
because it works too. Because
Yeah, it's just some strange shit that we're deep frying.
Hell
Cut that,
yeah.
cut
Yeah, for sure, dude. Anyways, let's get back on topic. What were we talking about?
Um,
Oh, the soup time.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl. Yeah, so
Super time.
Super time. This was the one of my favorite halftime
Yeah,
shows
for
so
sure.
far.
Nice.
It was one of my faves.
I did find it interesting that none of the artists had released, other than Kendrick, I think. Well, I guess
No, he
Eminem
hasn't
too.
released it yet, right?
Yeah, Kendrick hasn't. Well, I think he was the most recent.
Oh,
release.
recent. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's interesting.
Because Dre hasn't, Snoop hasn't, Mary J. Blige, I don't think so.
Oh, it's been a minute.
And then 50 hasn't, right? I don't think so.
He's been acting.
And then Eminem, well, he just had the.
Well, yeah, he did just drop like maybe 2 years ago.
He did.
yeah,
Yeah. So I think he's more recent than Kendrick.
yeah. But Kendrick feels like,
He's more relevant.
yeah,
He's more relevant for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
M kind of, because of all the beefs and stuff, like feels like he's kind of trailing to like.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't deny his talent,
For sure.
but his relevancy
Yeah.
feels like it's falling off.
Yeah, again, it's anytime you have beef with someone, you just don't appeal to everybody.
Yeah, that's what sucks because I feel like the beef got bigger, more attention than his actual album. Because like he did a song
Without
with
a
Joyner
doubt.
and it was like bomb.
Oh, you're right.
dude.
You know, you're right, because I felt like, even though I was interested in the album,
That
like
is a good song.
That is a fucking
That's a
good
really
song.
good song, dude.
I went listening to his album to hear him like clap back at people, you know,
Yeah.
Fucking clap back.
Which he did, and it's funny. Like those songs aren't the ones I really like that much. Like the one with Joyner and
Yeah.
or it's like the one that's good. Just it has nothing to do with the beef, you know.
Yeah.
It's just a legit song.
That's it. Because he is a good artist.
Yes.
No, yeah.
You know,
that's what I said.
Undoubt.
Talent is undeniable there.
Yeah.
Unlike other people we've spoke about in this podcast, but
Which he beefed with.
oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot
Well,
about
that
that.
happens, you know.
Ah,
Clickbait shit.
you get snapped right out of the genre.
Oh shit.
You should be legally allowed to pick a fight with someone. And like the olden days where you would be like, we're going to challenge you to a duel, you know, and I slap you in the face with a glove. And then we duel, you know, we fucking actually do this, you know.
Ooh.
And I think you should be allowed to do that. You
I don't
know?
think we want to go back to where shooting each other.
You're like, are you sure? Are you sure?
I mean, hey, that's what the hip
might
hop.
solve-
Hold on. That's what the hip hop beef is supposed to take care of, right? You do it on the track, not in the street, bro.
But it might end a lot of
aggressive,
wars.
man.
I know.
It might
Go
end
back
a lot
to
of wars
Tupac and Biggie
quicker.
days.
You never know. You know, maybe a big war happens, but that war is just about 2 people. And if they just dueled it out and got it over that quick, we could have avoided everything. You never know. You know, there's 2 sides of a coin. You just never know.
It's worth
What
looking
ifs?
into.
That's it. Yeah.
the What If
Is it worth-
podcast?
is that horrible to fucking look into it?
Oh man, but
the
yes,
least.
great super times.
Super time.
Great Super Bowl halftime show. Rob, you got to go back and check it out.
I do have to go back and check it out.
Let us know if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, I don't know why you wouldn't, but anyways, you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the first episode of season 6.
We're back.
Yep.
We
Thank
are
you.
back.
You made it special.
Yes, we have many more coming this season.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be trying some new things. Maybe changing up the set. I don't know. We'll be doing something different.
See what's going on.
Yeah. Tune back in. See what's new.
It's a fluid set here.
Yeah. At the very least, you can tune back in for some new music
Yes.
because we'll definitely be kicking a lot of interesting new stuff this season.
Heck yeah. That's what we're mainly into. So we'll probably just lean into our own interest.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
But thank you for coming on the ride with us for the first episode. Stay tuned for the rest of the season. And thank you. And come back soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
How do I get out of this?
I think that's it. Yeah.
I think all we know, we never know how to end this fucking thing.
I know.
No, we don't want to really. I mean, that's like the honest truth. We just want to keep talking to you guys, but we got to leave more for next time.
Yeah.
So we will cut it. You did do well. That's it.
Good job, guys.
Good job. Good job. You guys did great. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you guys want to find out more, you can click on these other links surrounding my face here. And we'll see you next time.